Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody in between, welcome to another installment of TDIP Reacts. It's your boy King Prime.
It's your boy Sire the God.
You know who we be.
Yo.
Why'd you laugh like that?
Yo, it's TDIP in the building.
And we are back with some more reactiones. Now, Sire's going to take the lead in this one. Bust it.
This is a little bit of a I would say is a hot topic at the moment, but it's always kind of been a hot topic. But
right.
It's kind of, I wanted to bring this to you because I know that you are generally a man of faith. Yeah.
Yes,
You go to church?
I do.
Would you call yourself Christian?
No.
Okay, you won't call yourself Christian, but you go to church.
Yes.
You believe in God, yeah?
Yes.
All right. So during the Olympics, yeah, the Olympics has started over last week. It started,
Yeah.
and there was an opening ceremony. Are you familiar with some of the controversy that's going on about the open ceremony specifically?
Zilch, zip, zero.
Okay, right. So there has been a big backlash about the fact that in the opening ceremony, they had basically drag queens portraying Christian sort of images like the Last Supper and things like that.
Swear.
And this has kind of been a, like, Christians are pissed, which is very rare. It's very rare that you get Christians pissed, because Christians are very much, I want to turn the other cheek kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but it's very rare that you get Christians pissed. But so I wanted to just run this. I want to get straight into it. I want to run this. Tell me what you think about it, first of all.
I bet.
Mission statement, they're supposed to be against any form of discrimination and also opposed to any political abuse of sports and
Wait.
athletes.
Just put it back ever so slightly just to hear that first bit that he said, yeah? So hold on. Go on.
According to the Olympics mission statement, they're supposed to be against any form of discrimination and also opposed to any political abuse of sports and athletes. But as soon as the opening ceremony started, it proved
That was a lie.
they started off the Olympics with things like this, and this, and the one that has people offended the most was this, which appears to be a rendition of the Last Supper of Christ with the disciples, but instead of Jesus and disciples, they were replaced with drag queens. And
Brother, is that a mixer? But is that
That is a mixer. That a dex in the middle at the table. Wow. Can you see? Okay, you again. You say you're not Christian, but just looking at that image,
yeah.
because from what I heard, the people the creative director tried to deny that this was influenced by the Last Supper.
Brother, come on, man.
Can you really?
Come on, man. Shut up. Man is lying to your boat. What?
It's exactly the Last Supper,
Brother.
bro. That's exactly what you look. Even the way that this person's doing their thing. But hold on, do you know what I really noticed?
Hold on.
All right, which is what we've always been said, is just leave the children out of it. Why is there a youth there? Why is there a child there? I can see a child right there in the on the left hand side of the screen. In the gold, there's a child.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Run it.
an obvious offense to Christians everywhere. And as you would expect, Christians were incredibly upset by it, and understandably so. The Olympics is supposed to be a time to unite all other countries around the world in the spirit of sports. But instead of uniting, they seem to go out of their way to completely offend 2.6 billion people and make the main focus of the event political as opposed to sports. But it's not just Christians that are seeing this trending problem either. More and more non-Christians and people of other faiths are starting to agree that there seems to be a growing attack on Christianity. And frankly, Christians are sick of having their faith mocked and tired of being undercut and treated without the same respect that the other religions seem to have.
Whether it's Islam or Hinduism, Christianity is the most mocked religion.
And so in response to this problem, most Christians online seem to be saying things like, we need to take a stand and not allow the Olympics to mock our faith.
Paris Olympics right now is mocking Christians.
Right. Let me explain to you why this is dangerous.
Yeah.
Because you know there were two types of Christians.
Yeah.
Right. There are the evangelical, the Pentecostal Methodists.
Yeah.
And then there's crazy white people that are just on smoke.
Okay.
Bruv, those ones you have to be worried about, because they will start and everybody.
Oh, okay.
Them man there.
Is it them man they're school shooters?
Bruv,
I'm asking.
But them man there.
Are they the school shooters?
Those ones are going targeting schools, bruv.
Or the president shooters?
Bruv, that's them man there. They're gonna be everywhere, blood. This is why, because like, listen, my family grew up Methodist, didn't it? My family, I'm from a Methodist family. This is one of the things that we did. Like my mum, she would just say, look, we have to pray for them people, you know?
Yeah.
We have to pray for them, you know? But so Billy Bob,
she's a turn the other cheek type.
Yeah, she is, because all it is that my mum is obviously, she's just not on this violence, she's not on smoking and everything like that. She would just be like, we have to pray for them. We have to pray for them. But Billy Bob, Billy Bob and them man and Jim Bone and them man there.
We have to pray for them downfall. That's it. Them man there say, I will pray for their death. I will pray for their
that's bruv. This is bruv. And you know what it is that unfortunately, like, because of the actions of these people that are portraying in this, the whole of the drag community is going to be targeted.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, because people are just too one-track minded.
Yeah.
And they're going to think, hold on.
No, but it's not the. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's finish this. And finish this bit, and then we'll comment on it. But
if this were done to Muslims,
right,
they wouldn't tolerate it. But for some reason, we as Christians, we tolerate that. No more. We need to stand up and do something about this.
But what exactly does that mean? Do we start to become violent like Islam? What approach should we take in response?
No,
one way to respond is how Poroshenko did on that.
Yeah. He
can't say
blanket term
because Islam is not.
It's
they
non-violent.
preach non-violence.
It's non-violence.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, you have a sect that do violence when it comes to defending. They see it as defense of certain oppression, but it's not like let's become violent.
They're not
like
on
Islam.
smoke.
Nah, they are non-violent religion too.
That sect is in the category of the school shooters.
Exactly. Yeah.
He made a tweet saying, I'm respectfully not watching the Olympics this year. I'd ask for you to peacefully do the same. So his recommended approach is something like respectfully boycott the Olympics so that way your voice can be heard, but not out of rage, anger, or attacking. But others, like Brandon Tatum, for example, took a far different approach. Tatum responded like this.
You making fun of and mocking Jesus of Nazareth, then I'm going to make fun of you looking like a greasy pig. Look like somebody going to put on the roast and roll over. 400 pounds.
But still, others like...
See, now that, right? that I can get behind, blood.
She was literally looking like a greasy
She
pig.
did, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
She did, or he, or whatever. I don't know what the backside's going on there.
She was sweating for no reason, bro. Like, why?
But remember that woman in Pop the Blue? We was sweating. She was heaving when she was talking.
Bro. Standing still, bro.
But that kind of approach there, where it's just I applaud that approach. If you're going to be taking the piss out of Christianity, then I'm going to take the piss out of you. You look like a greasy pig. I'm for that because it's non-violent and it make them feel stupid. I'm with it.
Ryan Garcia took it even further. Garcia tweeted a bunch of things like this. They, them, I hate you. Blank you, Jezebel. I'm protected by the Most High. Burn in hell, trans people, and other tweets along those lines. But if we're Christians, our ultimate authority doesn't come from what people like me or them say, or even what masculine culture tells us how we should respond. The important question we should be asking is, how does the Bible tell us to respond to this sort of mockery and insults from non-Christians? One of the most direct places that I can think of in Scripture that answers this question directly is found in 1 Peter 2, where Peter tells us how we should live as Christians if we find ourselves persecuted in a non-Christian society. He says, live such good lives among the pagans that, though they accuse you of doing wrong, they may see your good deeds and glorify God on the day he visits. To this you are called, because Christ suffered for you, leaving you an example that you should follow in his steps. When they hurled their insults at him, he did not retaliate. When he suffered, he made no threats. Instead, he entrusted himself to him who judges justly. So although I can resonate with the frustration that Tatum and those like him have when it comes to things like this, when he justifies responding to insults with insults, we know...
Why do you stop it on that, blood? Why do you stop it on that, blood? There was no need, blood. This is... That is... Just wide and wet, blood.
Just like, looking like a dinghy, like looking like a whole, looking like a whole, like what is going on there, bro? Like,
dinghy! Oh, my belly.
what is
Oh, my belly.
on,
Oh, my God, blood. A dinghy, blood. Oh, that's
fam?
uncool
You
for.
looking like something that you that when you're in the pool you float.
Yeah.
You float on.
Yeah.
She looked like a float.
Lord have mercy, blood.
know that that isn't the way that we're commanded to
God.
respond. As Paul says in Romans 12 and as
my
Peter
God.
says in the next chapter,
Let's because that just gave a kind of a little bit of synopsis. I did want to have a look at another quick video,
Yeah.
on the same topic because our your boy Andrew Tate came out basically in protest. Go to the is the other video?
All right, so I don't think I don't think I got the other video up. So let's. You have to go. You have to do. Okay, let's go. All right.
So. Let's just go to Mr. Okay, so the only place I could find this Andrew Tate video. Okay, hold on. Is it?
Yeah. You have to go up. Yeah, pause it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
The only place I could find the Tate video was on this video, so that's why I want to quickly.
Which one? The top. That top one.
No. Where is that? Is that the one? No. Have they? Have they got rid of that video? There's no way.
My belly flipping hurts, bruv. You did not need to say.
Oh, there you go. Okay. All right. Let's go.
All right.
Run this one.
All right. Oh my days.
So this is empty.
What in the Sodom and Gomorrah is happening within our world here today? But in case you've been living under a rock, then you probably missed the opening ceremony of the Olympics, where it was this LGBTQ mess, LGBTQ shamble in mocking and trolling of Christianity, specifically the Last Supper. It popped up on my Twitter timeline, and I remember looking at it thinking to myself, what does this have to do with the Olympics, with sports? Why?
And I think that's the first thing that came into my head as well. Is like, you know that they're forcing this agenda. We already know.
Yeah,
we already know. We've spoken about the trans agenda. It's almost like, right, look, we are all good for people doing their thing, but when you start to force it in people's faces, and it's not even, it doesn't represent the majority of people.
Facts.
It really doesn't.
Yeah.
So what you start to think, why? What the hell does drag queens have to do with the Olympics anyway? Nothing.
Nothing. I'm trying to literally find the answer. Nothing.
But it's not. They're not even sport. They're not even like drag queens doing sports. It's just there's just.
It's just a puppy show. It's just a puppy show.
Bruv, it's like it's weird, and then you got a child in the middle of it as well, which is crazy.
Why are they openly mocking a religion? Absolute madness. Nevertheless, popular figures, non-mainstream popular figures such as Andrew Tate have been taking a stand against the madness. Nothing but agree with this particular sentiment. I mean, I plan on watching nothing of the Olympics. My eyes will not go to watching ads or even turning on a station where they can receive ad dollars or revenue when this is what they are putting in front of our eyes. And the thing is, it's like, y'all know that children watch the Olympics, right? Yeah, y'all know that. And of course y'all do, because in the damn video, there's a child.
I think he cut out the. Did he cut out the Andrew Tate video?
But I did see a little snip.
They cut out the Andrew Tate video. Maybe it was a.
But it might have been for him. It might have been a monetary thing.
Yeah, maybe. But what he was saying though was important. I think that's why I wanted to see this. Let me see what else he's saying, and if not, then we'll go on to the next video. But it's like it's rare. Basically, it was, if I remember correctly, it was Andrew Tate is in Romania, and Romania is meant to be one of the most Christian countries in Europe,
right?
As they proclaim. And then he was just sort of asking people, as a Muslim man, like, why are you guys not angry about this? Why are you guys constantly being mocked?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're allowing yourself constantly to be mocked and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing that I don't know if you know, if you see that people like Candace Owens, they talk about Christians are openly being mocked all the time, all the time. But they wouldn't do certain things to Muslim religions. They wouldn't do it to Jewish religions. They just wouldn't do certain type of mocking. Even like shows, you know, where like Family Guy and those shows there, they will openly mock a Jesus. You know, they'll have Jesus doing all kind of crazy.
But to be fair, South Park have openly mocked other religions. They've made, there was an episode they made where they mocked Allah.
Yeah,
they did do that.
I do remember.
Yeah, this was back in the day, but I remember them doing it, and I'm not sure if Family Guy's done it, but they have mocked Muslim faith.
But trust me, that was a big deal. Because the faith knew it was coming. I'm sure that they had a big backlash.
Yeah.
Because of it.
Yeah.
And I don't think they've done it since.
Okay.
So it's not. So it's yes, they'll do it to say they've done it, but they're not gonna double down on it and just continue to do it, like, because it will cause more trouble than it's worth.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like you've done it just to say I did it, but that's it. But you're not just going to continue to mock them.
No.
I know South Park. They're Jewish, so they always mock Jewish.
They always mock the Jewish.
Yeah. Like the creators are Jewish themselves, so they're always taking the piss out of like certain things. So yeah. All right, go on.
In it. And listen, here's the thing. Bump. Right there. Let's say that you're not Christian. Let's say you are any other religion. And let's say, you are someone who thinks that people get too offended nowadays. Let's say that you're on that camp. Please help me explain why that they are involving children in their shenanigans. There used to be a damn time that children would look at faces like this and run away screaming. I can put together clown montages where children get scared, but they're normalizing the clown work, the clown-like behavior. What in the RuPaul is this shit? I mean, you have the biggest, sweatiest one of them all representing Jesus of Nazareth. By the way, the athletes within the Olympics are in shape. The shot putters are not even built this big, but this is what it's come down to. A no-neck DJ mixing LGBTQ Jesus of Nazareth. Look at this, the bearded one on it.
It's mad.
Look at the bearded one over here.
That's very mad.
What is this? This is a thing of nightmares. And my thing is like, listen, if you...
That's mad.
None of them, like, you've seen previous Olympic ceremonies, yeah?
Yeah.
You've seen them before, like Olympic ceremonies. So essentially, they are normally like they're meant to represent the Olympics itself is meant to represent bringing all cultures together, isn't it?
Facts.
That's what the Olympics is.
Absolutely.
Olympics is we are going to bring all countries together in unity for a nice, peaceful games and events and so on and so forth. So it's already about bringing people from different walks of life and different people together. Why do you feel like you need to that's why it's forced?
Yeah.
Because this is nothing to do with, it doesn't represent most people even in those countries.
Facts.
That you're bringing all of these countries together. It doesn't represent even where this is mainly accepted, like which is the Western world. It still doesn't represent not even a quarter of people.
Yes.
Not even less than a quarter of people, probably less than that even.
Yeah.
It represents them. They're not even in, if they was in track uniform or they were playing games that was a sports theme, I could understand it.
Yep.
But it's not, bruv. It's just like a freaking nightclub show.
And ironically, some of the countries that are participating in the Olympics would kill these people for this.
They don't
They're not
tolerate
interested
in that.
They don't tolerate it.
They're not interested in that. Yet, Russia was banned from competing in the Olympics.
And my understanding is that I'm not sure if this is true, but Palestine, apparently any Palestinian competitor was booed.
Wow.
That's my understanding. Don't quote me on that. If you see this, guys, in the comments, don't quote me on that, but that's what I heard. Because I've not been watching the Olympics, but I heard it must have been on Sky Sports app or something like that.
Yeah.
Any Palestinian Olympian was booed when they were performing.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
what I
crazy. And they're the ones that are getting blown up to smithereens, and they're the ones getting.
You guys want to do this in the privacy of your own homes as consenting adults, that's one thing. But to involve children and to be marketing your product to who could be watching would be children is nonsense. And I don't understand why there's such a sexual component to all of these things.
That's the biggest
the people
thing.
in mainstream media refuse to talk about this because this is the Holly weird shit. If they come out and they start talking about this shit, well, then they're going to start to lose their sponsorships. They're going to start to lose their contracts. So it takes to impact them with your eyes, with your dollars. This is a capitalistic society. Take away looking at it, and then that's when they'll change the malarkey. And the crazy issue is that although they're marking the Last Supper right here, I don't think this is, hey, this is so weird. I don't even think that this is the weirdest thing. Now, I'm going to play this because it's going to show the difference between the respect given at the 2014 Russian Olympics.
Can I ask you a question? Is that Jesus as a Smurf, bro?
I don't know what the hell that is, bro. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that's supposed to represent.
But people seem to forget that Jesus was African.
Yeah.
People seem to forget Jesus was African.
Is that supposed to be Jesus?
Brother, like the center of attention, and he's got the. I don't know what I'm looking at, brother.
Versus the disrespect of what's happening over there in France right now. But there's a picture that's going viral. I'm not going to put it up on the screen, of this guy down here who has on like black panties, and there's a zoom in shot and his whole ball sack is leaking out the right side of the panties. Again, this was on TV. They got my man a blue Smurf with no shirt on and also has panties on, acting like this ish is normal. This is repulsive. And notice how in 2014, there's no overt sexuality. Everyone has clothes on. This is the fall of society. If you don't step up and say something, look at this demonic shit, or do anything about it.
That's fucked, bro.
But you telling me that you
you don't step up and say something.
Yeah,
Christianity, and they've got like
that's fucked. That is fucked.
What do these images have to do with the Olympics, bro? Like, I've never seen an Olympic ceremony you've got this kind of shit. I don't think I can remember an Olympic ceremony where it's like been like this. Like drag queens and freaking
Bruv, I don't know what
headless
Bruv, that looks like something out of a horror movie. Bruv.
headless women. Like what is that?
That looks like something out of flipping Insidious, bruv. I don't know what to think about this. Like, and that's what I'm saying. You're gonna get them Christian gunners
To say
just come and just cut the whole thing, bro. And like I said, they're gonna target the wrong people, bro, because of this.
There's a lot of people that are just saying they're not watching the Olympics.
Bro, that's do you know
just
what?
not watching it.
That's absolute facts, bro. Like, to be fair, if you're watching the Olympics, you are basically my take is that you are condoning the fuckery.
I probably won't watch the Olympics. After seeing this, I probably won't watch the Olympics.
No,
because
bro,
it's just not
absolutely.
for me.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
just not for me. I don't necessarily. That doesn't represent me per se. Even
Facts.
not necessarily that top bit represents me. It doesn't as well, but that definitely doesn't represent.
Bruv, it's demonic what we're looking at.
Yeah. So I probably will watch the 100 meters when it pops on.
Obviously, because we're Jamaican.
But I'm not necessarily going to be just locked into the Olympics like that, because they're on the next one.
Look at this demonic shit. Or do anything about this. Meanwhile, in modern day today, they force you to accidentally watch a man's nutsack dripping out of his panties. So they successfully turned a major sporting event. In fact,
Be out MTR, because he's funny with his descriptions,
He is.
isn't it? With his
He's
descriptions,
hilarious, bro.
he just casually
Look at this demonic shit.
the most major sporting event
All right, so this is
into
what
a
they said
pride
about it.
parade. They finally came out and gave what I'm going to refer to as a non-apology. Let's watch.
Clearly, there was never an intention to show disrespect to any religious group. On the contrary, I think
How
that
could you
Majorly
say
really
that?
tried to really intend to celebrate
was.
community tolerance. That was his word yesterday. And
This is like aiming a gun at someone's head and pulling the trigger and said, there was no intent to shoot this person in the head.
looking at the
Community tolerance. It's almost like you're trying to provoke community tolerance, because community tolerance doesn't mean you have to just force things and just say, you can't say anything about this.
Yeah, because if it wasn't a big deal, she wouldn't come out and start speaking.
And start speaking about it. It's just not something that represents the community, especially not in France. A lot of France is Muslim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of Muslim people in France and people at places like that.
The result of the polls that we shared, we believe that this ambition was achieved. If people have taken any offense, we are of course
We don't
really,
care.
really sorry.
Ma volonté n'est pas d'être subversif, ni de me moquer, ni de choquer. Ma volonté est simplement de dire que nous sommes ce grand nous et que hier soir, c'était des idées républicaines, c'était des idées d'inclusion, c'était des idées de bienveillance, de générosité, des
It's so
idées...
interesting how they package all of these words together. Generosity, solidarity. Right. You got to understand the stage gate that something like this, right? Like, they're going to get a creative director. They're going to get all of the dancers. They're going to review it in front of a review board or committee, right? Because, again, this is this is the opening ceremony.
But this is what I'm saying.
I'm almost 40 years old.
Bruv, this went through channels, bruv. This went through channels. People had to have seen this and been like, how could they have seen this and been like, yeah, this is fine.
Exactly. Like no, but the thing is, what they do, as I said, they know people aren't gonna like it. But what I think what's happening with this trans thing, is that they try and force it into people's in front of people.
Yeah.
The trans thing seems to be they want to be the center of attention, and that's what's annoying. Because people would just accept it, like but it's because you're trying to force it. You're involving the children, that's what annoys me.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
the part that
don't
pissed me
leave
off.
the freaking children. Why is it always trans involving children?
But
why is it always that?
Bruv, that part I don't get. And TDIP family, we have said this from when we started this fucking podcast. Live your life how you want to live your life.
Yeah.
Just leave the picnic them alone.
Bro, there's just no need. To leave the children a freaking alone, bro. Like, this is last bit. I know we don't want to run too much of this, but I just wanted to quickly, I wanted to get this person's take on this. Yeah,
all
just
right.
very quickly. It's a quick video. It should only be. It's just less than 4 minutes. Yeah, we're not going to watch the whole thing.
All right.
Yeah, but this person's reaction to this was, to me, hilarious. She is livid, but wait, run this.
Okay,
she
so
is
let's really go.
Vexed.
All right, let's really go.
What were they thinking? All the rumours that circulate about Macron, frankly, I think the last thing he'd want to be doing is sort of, putting on display a load of drag queens. But there you are. Doesn't seem to have helped his cause much. But like I keep saying, what was this supposed to represent? How was this supposed to be inclusive? The whole point of the Olympics is bringing together the entire globe in unity. It's about, it doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter your race, it doesn't matter your creed, it doesn't matter your colour. Frankly, it doesn't even matter what age you are, as long as you can get the qualifying time and go and do a good job, then come one, come all. Unless you're Russia, of course. And yet, do you remember they actually hung the Olympic flag upside down? Did you see that? It was ridiculous. But then this whole opening ceremony, to me, it didn't represent any country in the world. It represented a teeny tiny minority of people in a handful of countries in the Western Hemisphere of the northern part of the globe, frankly about 5% of the population in the sort of elite Anglophone countries and a bit of France. That's it. And the rest of the world sitting there, getting together to join in what I think the Olympics is amazing. The fact that all these countries from around the world come together in one massive sports competition. There's nothing like that on earth. Even when you have the Football World Cup, that's not every country and it's only the ones who qualify. The Olympics really is something magical and special. And when you saw that flotilla of boats and some of the commentary talking about, here's Sao Tome and Principe and they've only got 2 athletes in the games, and they were almost crying with pride, waving their flag. People in their traditional dresses, the pride of sending someone to the Olympics and learning about the specialities of the different nations. Here comes a team from Iran, they're especially good at wrestling. Here comes a team from, wherever it might be, some sort of Stan country. They love chucking stuff. It's amazing, actually, when you look at the sort of different proficiencies in different countries. And I got quite emotional watching that bit. And I thought that was absolutely lovely. And that's what the Olympics is all about, bringing people together. Looking at those wee young things who are coming from Iran, those poor women with their hijabs on, who are there, in a country which massively oppresses women, but going to be on the international stage as a female athlete. There's so many good news stories. And then what do you get? Some egotistical, narcissistic sado who frankly needs his mental health checked, projecting to the world whatever his internal battle is, his kind of wonky ideology of his faux utopia, mocking Christianity, shoving his wokeism down our throats. It's all about gender fluidity. It's all about, menage a trois. What are you doing? Who on earth wanted to see that? Is that what the spirit of Olympics is all about? Hypersexualization? I don't think so. I don't think that's what most countries participating in the Olympics thinks. I don't even think that's what most people in France think. Poor old French people. Their country looks like a basket case on the international stage. That's supposed to platform your country is come here, the city of love, isn't it wonderful? That's not what most people's idea of love is. Unless you're into sort of blue movies. I mean, what on earth was that supposed to be about? If I was coming from some other country, planning my next holiday to France, I'd be worried about what I might catch in the water now. Utterly ridiculous.
Blood of Jesus.
Right, I'm going to take a bit of a break.
That was fucking immense.
She cooked a good, really nice summary.
Oh,
because
God.
that's what we all think.
Oh, yeah, succinct summary, beautifully summarized. Because honest to God, I was expecting some F-bombs in there, bro. I was expecting some F-bombs in there.
Yeah.
that was all right. So to summarize, that they're just taking the Olympics. Those people are there taking the Olympics for puppy show, for reason unbeknownst. And what Alex Phillips has just said is that it's a small group of people that are trying to push something that doesn't represent a small group of countries and a little bit of France. Yeah. That's all the people that care about it. Not a lot of people. It's probably Denmark, France, some part of England. That's all I got.
The hypersect again, the whole drag thing, the whole trans thing. A lot of the time, because it's a lot of it is just men wanting to be women. Yeah, is very hypersexualized.
Yes, it is.
It's very, and she's right. It's very hypersexualized. Even the drag outside of the Olympics. That's just what it's all about.
Yeah, it is.
It's about these men them flailing around, I think, to be fair, forget that they're mocking. This is just my opinion, guys. Yeah, and my opinion is my own. Okay, forget that they're mocking Christianity. I think that drag queens specifically just mock women. They that's what they do. They are a parody of women. If I was a woman, I would not support the parody of you. That is the equivalent of what the gollywog was to black people. Yeah, it's the mockery of what you are. You know what I mean by the gollywog? It was just a minstrel. Do you know the minstrel?
Yeah.
It was a complete mockery of what you are. Brother. But I'm gonna do it for entertainment. But it is a mockery of what you are.
Facts.
Yeah. That's how I see drag.
Brother, please understand, we could get into this in a whole other video at a later date. But please understand, I agree wholeheartedly with you. I genuinely think that when I see things like that, I genuinely do not think that they represent women. Period. They don't represent women. Period. But that's another video for another time. Because blood hell.
And at the moment, the trans community is already going. There's a lot of controversy right now. Have you seen what's going on with the whole Chris Mr. Beast situation?
No.
Brother. All right, guys. We're done with this video. We'll cover that in the next topic.
All right. Okay, guys. Catch you on the flip. All right. Peace.